Hey, what's up beauties? I'm Tara Marie. Welcome back to my channel, or if this is your first time here, welcome. Thank you so much for clicking on my video. Today I have a pink and orange smoky eye for you. Very transition. This is kind of like my transition from winter to spring, where you have like those brown smokies that we love to do in winter, but really bringing in that orange and pink to celebrate spring, because your girl is ready. I am so ready for spring. I hate the winter. I do not like being cold. So this is what I have for you today. And we can go ahead and get started. And yeah, let's just jump right in. Hey, so usually I always have my eyebrows done, which they are done today. I use the new iconic, or not new, but new for me, the iconic London Sculpting Boost eyebrow cushion. And I gotta say, I do like my Benefit Precisely My Brow Pencil better than this, but just to try something new. So I mean, I'll use this for when I'm going for those more like bold, dramatic type looks, but Benefit is still my baby. Sorry, but this did not knock that out. So, but I'm still gonna keep it. I'm not gonna throw it away. Still gonna use it. But yeah, just want to say that. So for today, we're gonna get started with our eyes. And first, I'm going to set my eyeshadow base. And to do that, I'm gonna be using my LA Pro Girl Concealer, High Definition Concealer in the shade Medium Beige. And I'm just gonna squeeze a little bit of that out here. And just put some on my lids. Get that going, and I'm just going to use my finger only because I don't want to dirty up a brush for no good reason. If I can just use my good old God blessed fingers to do this. So I'm just going to go ahead and blend both of these concealers out really fast. Okay, and to set that, I'm going to be using my NYX Professional Makeup HD Finishing Powder in Banana. And sometimes I use like my just regular loose setting powder, and I'm just going to take a fluffy brush, but I'm choosing to use this one only because it's a little bit lighter on my skin, and I want to give my eyelids a little bit of a lighter base since we are going to be putting some color on today. This powder is just going to lighten up my eyelid area just a little bit more, because us girls of color kind of struggle sometimes to get these colors to pop. So I'm going to do this to help fight that. Alright, so after we have that base down, I'm actually going to keep this same eyeshadow blending brush, and we're going to go ahead and get started. I'm just going to pick up this orange shade in my palette here called Hashtag, and I know I've been using this Violet Voss Pro palette in like my past couple videos, but that's just because there's so many colors in here and there's so many things that I want to do. But I got a new palette that I'm going to be using in future videos, so don't worry, I'm going to be switching up the products, but each video does have different colors, so whatever your favorite orange shade is, go ahead, knock yourself out, use that one. But for today, sticking to my Violet Voss. So I'm picking up this Hashtag using my big fluffy brush, and I'm just going to start blending that right into my crease. And I will zoom in here just a little bit more for you all so you can see what I'm doing better. So blending this orange shade up into my crease. So I decided I'm going to try something else than what I originally had planned for this, because I really want this orange to be a little bit deeper. So I'm going to go in with my Alamar Cosmetics palette And I'm gonna go in with the shade Tropico, which is just a little bit of a darker orange. And I'm gonna pick up a slightly more tapered fluffing brush and put this into the crease to bold, really make that orange pop. I really want orange to stand out in this look. So next what I'm going to do, I'm going to take another tapered fluffy brush, but it's just going to be a clean one. And then we're going to deepen up the outer V of our eyes just a little bit more. And to do that, I'm going to be picking up this shade Brownie Points, which is just this bold shade right here, and then I'm gonna go over it with Teddy Bear. So, but we're starting off with Brownie Points just to really set where we want this brown shade to go. So, starting that in our outer V, pulling this a little bit more horizontal, so we're not necessarily blending this directly up into the orange that we just put down. Then I'm going to flip my brush over to the flat side and pick up some of that Brownie Points because I'm going to use this on the outer portion of my lid as well. So just to help me, you know, really set that outer corner, because I want that brown to pop. Alright, so like I said, we're gonna mix in that Teddy Bear just to give it just a little bit more depth. So I'm gonna go ahead and dip my brush into a Teddy Bear and then lightly and slowly blend that onto where we put Brownie Points. It's really sticking to the outer corner here, so we can get that depth that we are looking for. So now that we've gone in and really deepened up this outer corner here, I'm gonna go ahead and go in with the star of the show, So Jelly, this really beautiful pale pink shade right here. And I'm gonna pick up a clean flat brush and I'm going to dampen it just a smidge, just so we can get all of the pigment possible out of this shade that we are about to apply. So I'm going to go ahead and pick that up using my flat brush. And I'm not going to cut my crease with this look, only because I want it to be just a little bit softer and not as like bam as like what a typical cut crease would give you. So I'm just going to pat, oh my gosh, I love this so much. Pat this on, starting off gentle at first and blending it up into the upper part of the lid. Really layering on this color. Alright, so now that we have this pink shade down, I'm going to go ahead and with my small blending brush one more time and pick up some of that Teddy Bear just to blend out these edges, being careful not to bring this dark shade over too far into my inner corner, because I really want this color to stay towards my outer corner. And then after deepening up this crease a little bit, really finding that shape that we created earlier and blending that up into the orange that we laid down. I'm going to pick up the brush that we used to put the orange and dip back into the hashtag and dip back into the Tropico and redefine that orange just a little bit, just to make sure that we don't lose that color, because that was like my favorite shade that we used in this look. And then going back and just blending like crazy. So next one I'm going to do, I'm not going to use any liner for this look. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and pop on my eyelashes. And for today, I'm going to be using the Lilly lashes. They're the limited edition Faux Mink lashes. I cannot find the style of these lashes on the box to save my life, but these are what they look like. I'm going to go ahead and pop those on off camera, and then I'll be right back. Okay, so I've popped my lashes on, and now I'm going to go ahead and get started on the skin for today. So I'm going to be using my Cover FX blurring primer, and I always just use that on my T-zone. So just really applying this where I have pore issues. Oh my gosh, my dog is always barking in the background. So applying the primer there, and just around the corners of my nose, really getting that pressed in. And then next what I'm going to do, I saw this tip on Instagram. The Instagram account is Painted by Spencer, and he pointed out that he will put his contour underneath his foundation to give more of a natural finish. And I gave it a try, and I have to say that I kind of liked how it turned out. I'm only gonna do that for my nose contour because I don't really like a super defined nose contour. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take my LA Pro Girl concealer in the shade Beautiful Bronze, and I'm gonna go ahead and trace out where I will put my concealer, and then I'm gonna blend that out with a small blending brush. Okay, so that's all. I'm actually going to blend it out because it's under my foundation. You're not going to really see too much of it anyway once I put that on. So I know I look crazy right now, but it's going to be better. For my foundation today, I'm using my L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte Foundation in the shade 109. And to do that, everybody knows how to apply foundation. Just gonna dabble some of this on my face. And oop, I put way too much on my nose. I never know my strength. So I'm gonna pick some of that up off of my nose and redistribute to other areas of my face, and use my beauty blender to blend this out. So next what I'm going to do is apply my highlighter, and I'm going to be using the same LA Pro Girl concealer that I used earlier to prime my eyelids, and squeeze out a little bit of this and just place that under my eye, and then forehead, down the center of my nose. Really get this going, and see, after I put on my foundation, like the nose contour just looks a lot more natural than what my nose contour usually looks like. And then down my nose, and then blending that out using my damp beauty blender. And And I always blend this along the side of my nose as well, because I just feel like it helps give my nose contour that extra snatch, you know? And then to contour today, I'm not going to be cream contouring, I'm just going to be powder contouring. And to do that, I am going to be using my Pure Sculptor face palette, and it just has these shades in here, and this thing smells exactly like chocolate, like Hershey's made this face palette. So I'm going to be using my face brush, and then I'm going to be using the shade Inventor and just going in with my brush and slowly building up my contour, starting at my ear and slowly blending that down. Give me a nice shadow underneath my cheek. Making sure to blend this out on my temples as well. I'm just gonna clean off one of my other little small brushes and pick up the same shade to just define my nose contour just a little bit. Not all the way down like I did with the cream contour, but just in places where sometimes I lose that contour, like on my nose right here. I will just define that line just a little bit in the bridge of my nose, and then I will bring it down to my tip and kind of blend and define that part of my nose as well. And then to set underneath my eyes, I'm going to be using my Pretty Vulgar loose setting powder. Woo! There's a whole lot in here. Okay. So to get a little bit of that in the lid there, and then using my beauty blender, just pick that up. And then I like to draw just like a line and then pat this on. And then on the side of my nose a little bit as well. And then also carving out my jawline. And then I just take the excess and put it underneath my chin just to keep that line going. And then go ahead and just take a face brush. I don't let it sit long. And just brush all of that away. And then under the eye. Just brushing it all away. And then what we have left is a beautifully chiseled and contoured face. So next, what I like to do, I'm gonna go ahead and add a little bit of color to my cheeks because your girl loves her blush. And to do that, I'm just gonna be using my brush. I always use the same brush to do my blush. It's just like a flat face brush. And then my blush, I'm gonna be using Note in the shade Desert Rose. And I know I use this blush every single time. I keep saying I need to go to Sephora or Ulta and get some more blushes. So I'm just starting this on like more of the outer part of the apples of my cheeks and blending it up towards the upper part of my cheekbone to our cheeks here. And then I'm just going to tap this over my nose just to give me some more of a natural blush look. Just make my nose just a little bit rosy. And I almost forgot, I was doing my face like I was done with my eyes. We are not done with the eyes. So what I'm doing on the eyes, I'm gonna go ahead and pick up this small angled brush, and then I'm gonna pick up the orange, the darker orange shade that we used to deepen the crease up the Tropico. And I'm gonna pick some of that up using this brush. And I'm going to be applying that on the bottom lash to smoke this out just a little bit. So really getting that orange in there. Bringing it down slightly and being sure to connect it with what is that, the upper part of the other eye. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to take a more tapered brush and pick up Teddy Bear, that really deep brown shade, and apply that closer to the lash line so that we aren't losing that orange that we applied. So we have a nice little gradient change. And then what I'm going to do is take some mascara and just give a light little coat of mascara to our bottom lashes. So now we are finished with the eyes, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to leave myself zoomed in because we're going to go ahead and move on to the lips here. And for the lips, oh, excuse me, I'm going to be keeping it a little nude. So I'm going to be lining my lips with this dark brown pencil by NYX called, what is this called? Urban Cafe. And after I've lined my lips with the Urban Cafe, I'm going to go ahead and go over that with my lipstick. And for today, I'm going to be using MAC in the shade Whirl. And I've used this so much, like you can tell, like I really use this lipstick. And just apply that right over. I think I want to lighten this up. I want this to be a little more peachy than what it is. So I'm going to pick up a lip gloss. And the gloss that I'm going to use to peachy this up a little bit is my Adesse High Definition Liquid Lipstick. And I believe this is just in the shade Pink. And use this to peach up this look. And I'm just gonna like dabble this on. And using my finger to blend that out a little bit. And so I'm gonna zoom out to give you more of a zoomed out look of the look so far. And I know I feel like this video is so long. Whenever I do everything, like my foundation, my eyes, like literally every single thing besides putting on my lashes and my eyebrows on camera, I feel like my videos are just so long. So I need to work on how to cut those down when I do every single step. But then lastly, promise this is last, I'm gonna be doing my highlighter. And I'm just gonna be using the same highlighter shades from my Sculpting palette. And then I think I'm gonna try this shade Originator, which is the lighter of the two highlighters in here, and my nice little highlighting brush. And I'm gonna take that and just brush it right on my cheekbone here. It's a really pretty glow. And just get my highlight going. And that is all. So this is our finished look for today. I hope you really enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. I'm going to be uploading 3 times a week, so be sure to always come back to my channel and see what new stuff I have going for you. And don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, share, do what you gotta do on this video support your girl. I truly appreciate it. And once again, thank you, and I'll catch you next time.